Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel on this Saturday afternoon, in which it does happen to be my real life birthday, believe that or not. We are going to get into what you guys need to know in regards to this article. AMC stock, Amazon acquisition, rumors add more fuel to the short squeeze fire. And on top of going over this article, we need to get into the data behind AMC and where this trade currently sits, because I mean, if I'm being honest here, I think it's a win-win proposition from where we currently sit, unless all hell breaks loose in the markets over the next couple of weeks, and that looks pretty unlikely, and we'll talk about why that looks unlikely in the next video. But let's not waste your time. Let's get into it. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. I might go live later tonight to kind of talk about these things with you guys. If you guys want to go live, then leave that down below in the comment section. So let's get into it. Like I said, I read the title of this article. It's going to catch any ape's attention. The Amazon acquisition rumors are adding more fuel to the short squeeze fire. Subtitle says, rumors that Amazon is interested in buying AMC may have a catastrophic effect on short sellers. Here's why. I would like to know. It says, buzz on Wall Street about a possible takeover of AMC Entertainment by Amazon has caused a rally in the movie theater chain stock. Wall Street experts believe a potential Amazon purchase is unlikely due to AMC's current valuation and debt. Thanks to a large amount of short interest in AMC stock, if buyout rumors persist, we could see another short squeeze. Now, let me just kind of go over this with you guys, right? Let's say Amazon, or just let's use a different analogy. Let's say Lucid, and we'll just use Lucid here. Let's say Lucid is trading around $7 per share right now. Let's say if Saudi Arabia wants to purchase the rest of the shares and essentially buy out the company at $15 per share. Well, what's going to happen when that news is announced, as long as there's not a big risk of regulators stepping in and stopping it from happening? Well, Lucid would almost instantly go to about $15 per share, call it $14 on some change, pretty much instantaneously, but it's not going to go a lot higher than that. But you've seen something kind of interesting happen in the past with quote-unquote meme stocks like Redbox. Redbox, that stock went over $10 per share, and the whole time that was happening, the buyout price was set in stone at 45 cents. So even if a buyout did happen, it can trigger a rally past that buyout price, and I think that's something that everyone should know about, that it's not necessarily going to cap AMC or a volatile meme stock for that matter. Now, thanks to a large amount of short interest in AMC stock, if buyout rumors persist, we could see another short squeeze, and I believe I read that twice, but hey, who cares? Is Amazon going to buy AMC Entertainment? According to Los Angeles Times, Amazon is considering a takeover of AMC Entertainment. Apparently, Amazon founder and chairman Jeff Bezos has sent his top investment advisors to explore the potential acquisition of the movie theater chain. And from my personal perspective here, it does make a whole lot of sense why Amazon would want to buy out AMC. Not to mention just acquiring such an immense business with over 600 locations, over 10,000 movie theater screens, and in this economy that we have, people are spending less on certain things, home repairs, on buying that new vehicle, so on and so forth, but they're not skimping out on leisure, travel, and hospitality. And that's probably not going to be the first thing that tends to get cut, even if you go into a slower growth economy or slower growth period. People like to do things, right? And that's just the American way of life. So there is my take on that, and I think that it just makes a little bit more sense for Amazon to go down this path. At the same time, fundamentally, AMC could complement Amazon's ambitions to make movies and send them to theaters. It's going to complement just their overall business, right? They're going to get the popcorn business, the credit card business, the crypto business, if who knows what's going on with that still. A whole lot of other things. So I think it makes sense to acquire AMC. I think the problem is the debt, and I think there is some ways you can structure that to actually get a buyout price that is fairly high on AMC that kind of makes everyone involved a lot of money. Now, it says the idea is that the e-commerce giant could use AMC to establish marketing way stations for promoting Amazon-produced movies. After all, last November, Bloomberg reported that Amazon was looking to commit $1 billion annually to bring Prime movies to theaters, and that's kind of exactly what I just went over. It's very beneficial for AMC, or in theory, it would be to buy AMC, and maybe Amazon could really turn things around and get AMC to a profitability level that we have really not seen ever, right? So pretty interesting. Why Wall Street thinks an acquisition is unlikely. Let me just give you guys the brief rundown here. It's the debt. When all things are said and done, it's the debt. Now, there's some things that could happen that could kind of get rid of this debt. And first and foremost, the first thing that pops into my mind is the fact that AMC has been granted by apparent shareholders, right? Ape shareholders, AMC shareholders, the ability to do a 1-for-10 reverse stock split, convert a lot of debt into equity, and right there pay down a vast majority of their debt, if not all of their debt. So from that point of view, if that were to happen, it would unlock the door for potentially a very juicy buyout from Amazon. Now, in the grand scope of things, $5 billion in debt with the assets that AMC has, is it all too bad? I would argue it still would make sense for Amazon's business model, but I think that's the real hurdle that people are having a hard time getting over. Now, at the same time, when people think the deal is unlikely, that's exactly when you kind of want to be bullish on it. And what I mean by that is Amazon and AMC, neither of them confirmed nor denied this yet. You've had many news outlets confirm this, or so they say confirm this, but you have not heard anything from Amazon and AMC. Last I checked, last I knew. And that kind of gives it a lot more credibility. And in terms of getting an actual short squeeze, it's kind of related to the theory of if everyone thinks the markets are going to crash, they're probably not going to crash. If nobody thinks the markets are going to crash, they're probably going to crash, right? Or go down. And that's kind of where we're at in the markets right now, but I think that's a topic for the next video, or probably the next video. So it does lead you to potentially getting a very large rally if Amazon does pursue this acquisition talk. So there you have that. Now, if we continue on, it says why AMC is primed for another short squeeze. AMC shares soared about 18% on rumors that Amazon is considering an acquisition of the movie theater chain. That's not surprising because speculation has been the main driver of AMC's share price since January 2021. Most of AMC's investors do not bet on AMC because of its fundamentals, but for several other reasons, one of them being the ability to defeat short sellers with short squeezes. In my view, at the moment, mere speculation could lead to a massive short squeeze in AMC. One of the main reasons for this is the large amount of short interest in AMC. Currently, there is $592 million worth of short positions in AMC. That's about 25% of its float. Thanks to the stock's strong performance in the first month of this year, short sellers are losing money. They've lost some $235 million year to date, not counting the losses they've seen from the 18% rally on buyout rumors. All of this short interest has also made borrow fees for AMC super high. They're currently 250%, having reached over 700% at the end of February. That makes shorting AMC very expensive. The only thing we need to see is the perfect setup for a short squeeze is an increase in buying volume brought on by speculation and FOMO. If you guys don't know what FOMO is, fear of missing out. Speculation about about news such as AMC getting bought out by Amazon could be enough to make the short sellers tremble and send AMC's share price skyrocketing. Right now is crucial for AMC. Short selling is exacerbated. There are few shares available, and the stock is extremely sensitive to speculative rumors. Any other developments concerning a buyout and a continuation of media exposure could trigger a massive short squeeze. And I feel very strongly with kind of what he's saying here. And I think just coming down to the numbers and how AMC is currently being viewed right now. A lot of people are negative on this company because the shorts just continue to pound this thing into the ground, expecting, you know, this court date to go the way AMC wants it to, and for that to be a huge negative thing with AMC. Why I said I think this is kind of a win-win from where we are currently at right now with AMC, regardless of how any of these buyout rumors or anything goes, is because, one, you've probably already priced in this court date coming April 27th, the 1-for-10 reverse stock split diluting shareholders. That's likely already priced in. I think most people expect that to actually go through. The stock has dropped from, what, $7, $8 just a month or two ago to where you currently sit at like $4.50, $5 in that range. Well, it's probably already priced in. At the same time, every time AMC has actually raised capital and diluted shareholders, the opposite of what should happen has happened. Meaning AMC stock has rallied when AMC has diluted shareholders. So I think for those reasons, I'm personally bullish on where we sit with AMC. I don't know, maybe I'm jaded. Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, before we wrap up this video, the Ortex data on AMC is 25% current short interest of free float, 129.03 million shares that are currently sold short, cost to borrow average of 409%, cost to borrow max of 454.39%, and cost to borrow minimum of 322.5%. Cost to borrow rates from Interactive Brokers has the stock at about 180% cost to borrow rates, with about 10,000 shares currently available to be lent out. That number fluctuates a lot from 0 to a couple thousand to 10,000. It really hasn't been all too much higher than that as of recently, guys. So I think the numbers look encouraging. I think common sense, if you've been an investor in AMC and you kind of know how the stock is fluctuating and operates from here in terms of getting these rallies, I think it's a pretty good time to be long in AMC. Let me know your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel while you are down there. At the same time, if you guys want to come trade with me live in real time, link down below in the description of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.